Hi, it's Dean from WDL. Today I've got on the sofa Cate Caruth from Creative Words. Welcome, Kate.
Thank you very much. Very nice to be here, Dean.
Fantastic to have you. So, what are the worst mistakes businesses make when creating content?
3 words. Inconsistency. Okay, I know that's one word.
Yeah.
But inconsistency is the biggest mistake that you see consistently across content. So people will write a couple of blogs, they'll be really excited about it, and then they're a bit too busy and they don't. And the next thing you do is you go to the website, there are 2 blogs, they're both over a year old. What's happening then when someone visits is they see only 2 blogs, over a year old, and they're going to think one of 2 things. One, it's a business that doesn't follow through on its promises, it doesn't make commitments, or they're just going to think you're not trading. So not being consistent, not looking after your content in a consistent way is the biggest single mistake that I've seen across businesses. And that includes keeping your homepage on your website up to date. Number of homepages out there that no longer reflect what a business really does. Your About page is the 2nd most visited page on your website. People don't even think about it. They wrote it when they started the business. Formed in 2015. Then what happened? It's now 2019. So keeping those sorts of things up to date. And that's particularly important now with things like privacy policy, which is actually a legally required document. If that's not up to date, you could be putting yourself into a lot of trouble there.
We tend to find that we call it website sprawl. So someone starts a website years ago, adds loads of stuff to it.
And never takes anything down?
No, exactly. And completely loses direction, and then the website's just a mess.
Really, really easy to do that. But actually, if what you do is you plan and say, okay, I'm going to spend an hour a month looking at my website. An hour a month is all it takes to just reread your homepage and say, yep, that's still right. And actually, if you read it a month after you wrote it, you'll spot a spelling mistake that you didn't realise was there. Those sorts of things. So just an hour a month will keep your website up to date. Think about things. Plan what you're going to do with your social media. Plan if you're going to be writing articles for LinkedIn. Plan if you've got a regular slot in a magazine. You plan that ahead. You make sure you know when your deadlines are. So taking that approach. Other big mistakes, not so much a mistake, but one of the big barriers with content is perfectionitis. People say, I can't get my website live because it's not perfect yet. Or I'm not a very good writer, so I won't write anything. Number one, the world is full of spell checkers who do that for you. If you use Word, it even does grammar checking for you, which means that it will at least be broadly coherent. So don't let those sorts of things hold you back. Don't wait to get your website live until you've got all 27 pages populated. Get your homepage up. And then say, more coming. And then add a page, add a page, add a page, and build. But do that maintenance and say, okay, this is no longer relevant, so we'll take that one down. In fact, I've got sitting in the background on my website a whole range of pages that I wrote when I first started the business that I then just took back out into draft because they weren't relevant anymore and it wasn't how the business was evolving and things like that. So let your content evolve with you as a business and you get much better results. So.